Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, in a special place, a telephone place. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live at WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 Studio, all you have to do is go to Everette's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page. And guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It is really a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM. Good morning to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
You promise?
Promise. Go over right now to our newest channel on YouTube. That is FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. And of course, you can always go to Crystal Records 1. That's CRISTO Records 1. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We promise we'll shout you out.
Shout out.
Mr. E, how was your weekend?
I had a wonderful weekend. I want to say congratulations to the CBC staff for the wonderful job that they did on the other day. Want to say good, you did a wonderful job. Keep up the good work. Also want to say congratulations to the Word Singers, 45 years of being in the industry.
Well, I tell you what, congratulations to all you all that are doing a whole lot of stuff. There are a lot of programs. Everything is, popping. You know, I got a chance on Friday to go out to Harbor Fest. Yeah. It was really nice. I made sure I went early enough to beat the crowd, but to see the ship tour that they had coming in and just get a few treats and just walk around in the sun and see the beautiful ocean. It was really beautiful.
That's wonderful. You know, they said they had a record crowd go out there this weekend. They said there was a lot of folks out there just to see the tall ships and the crowd and to be around the entertainment.
They had the big stage out there, all the food in the whole wide world, turkey legs and all.
Did you get you a turkey leg?
I didn't get that $20 turkey leg, but I tell you what, they look good. But anyway, had a wonderful weekend, Mr. E. I got a chance to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I'm glad it's Monday because today is Monday's Sports Talk.
Yeah, sound effects. Okay. These are Miss
Yes.
Hinton. This is Sports Talk, and we want to know that let everybody know there's a lot of great news going around the
Yes.
town in basketball and in football. It's
Football.
coming right around the corner. So there's a lot of things that's going on. Have you ever tried that paddle ball yet?
I have not.
You know, so you got to get two pedals. It's another version of ping pong,
Oh, that
and it's
sounds like
another
fun.
version of tennis,
All
but
right
it's done
then.
with a little paddle ball, a little bit larger than a ping pong
I could
pad.
probably do
Yeah,
it, but tennis don't get me out there with a racket. I wouldn't hit not a thing.
that's right. But it's
We mean
doing it
that's right.
good.
You said that's right.
That's right. It's a good thing. It's
I
a
tell
good
you
thing.
what, you got to have great skill to play tennis. And these sports as a whole, you just can't say, I can do that. You can do that to a certain point, but I'm telling you, these folks that are champions in the sports world are definitely they got it together.
And you got to be very agile. Did I say that
You
word
got to
right?
be in shape.
Yeah, you got to be really in shape to chase that yellow tennis
Oh, and
ball.
keep it going like we've been seeing some of
Yeah.
these folks in the NBA and other places. But we'll talk about that. But we got some news about why is it your girl is staying in the news, Miss Caitlin Clark. I'm telling you, Mr. E is always something going on. The WNBA star Caitlin Clark doesn't make it to the U.S. Olympics basketball team.
Well,
But why would she?
you
The
know,
girl
Miss
is in the
Hinton,
WNBA.
well, I mean, some folks made it and some folks can't make it. So she's one of the ones that didn't make it.
It said the Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark has confirmed she didn't make Team USA's Olympic roster for the Summer Games in Paris. She's shown here during a game Thursday. She was in Indianapolis, and I guess she found out that she's one of the biggest sports stars in the U.S. But she won't be traveling to the Summer Olympics game in Paris.
That's right. Caitlin Clark, who played for the WNBA Indiana Fevers, confirmed Saturday that she
Sunday,
did not
yes.
Sunday that she did not make the national team roster.
Ooh.
I'm excited for the girls on the team. It's the most competitive team in the world, Clark told reporter.
Yes.
Clark said,
yes. USA basketball officials showed her respect by notifying her directly of the decision. The WNBA rookie says she wasn't disappointed and would fight for a place on the squad at the next Summer Olympics in 2028. Did you hear that, Mr. E? That's a long time from
2028.
now.
But just in case you want to know who made it, some of the girls who made it on the squad, just in case you want to know who made it on the squad, according to the athletes that is the Team USA roster will look like this.
Mhm.
Alja Wilson from Las Vegas Ace,
Mhm.
Brittany Stewart, Brianna Stewart from the New York Liberty,
Yes.
Diane Tusorisi from the Phoenix Mercury. Brittany Gaynor is going
Brittany
again.
Brittany is
Brittany
going.
is going again this year.
But you know what Brittany said? She said she wouldn't go overseas anymore.
Well, she's going. She's got a place on the roster so far. And those are some of the folks that already got their little
Yes.
that little
They got this thing.
Olympic.
Alicia Thomas,
Yeah.
Nafisha Collier, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Sabrina Lonskew, Chelsea Gray, and Kalia Cooper.
That's right. They own that squad.
They made it. But
That's
I'm
right.
saying, Caitlin, she got her awards and rewards and her place in the WNBA. Great player. We watched her in the NCAA women's game, and she did her thing. She's bringing some great things to the sport of basketball, professional basketball.
That's right.
That is.
The WNBA has now has rocketed off since
Yes.
Angela Reese
Absolutely.
and Caitlin and Big Red and the rest of them has joined that squad.
Mhm.
I mean, you heard a little something about them, but now they're selling out everywhere you turn. The box office, they're selling more tickets. The box office are full, and that's all people are doing is trying to get in there to see the bad girl Angela Reese and Caitlin Clark. play that
Absolutely.
ball.
Now, Mr. E, we're getting ready to embark on our NFL season. We're almost there.
Yeah.
We've got a few more things going on in the NBA, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But I just wanted to let you know that the Giants veteran tight end Darren Waller, he's going to retire at the age 31. Can you tell me why?
That's right. He's retired. The New York Giants, Darren Waller, announced that he's retiring from playing football on Sunday, saying he has found a lot of joy in the sport, but the passion has slowly faded
The
away.
passion.
The passion for the game has faded
But
away.
that's the question we asked about some of the professional ones that have been there for a while. When we see them kind of like just going through the motion, we wonder if they have lost their passion.
He also said that in nearly 18-minute video post on YouTube channel, the 31-year-old Wallace confirmed he's stepping away from the game after spending the last several months mauling his future.
Ooh, well, sometimes
The
you got to make
Giants has
those
been
decisions.
waiting to make this decision whether or not he wants to play this season. He has not attended the team off-season workout and mandatory mini camps beginning Tuesday. Wallace details very scary medical situations last November while dealing with an injured suffer in the game a few days earlier. He said he was going home in New Jersey after shooting a musical video when he began feeling ill and later started shaking like pretty violently
Okay.
and couldn't breathe. He said he called 911 and ended up hospitalized for 3.5 days.
Oh, wow. He's got a lot of decisions to make. He's got his health, and then he's
Yeah.
looking at another type of career. Boy, never mind. But anyway, I was going
What
to
you
say,
trying to tell him?
I
Don't go
agree. Look, making sure you keep your day job. He talked about going into the music industry to do what? Anyway, let's talk about C.D. Lamb.
Well, Miss Hinton, C.D. Lamb, one of the Dallas Cowboys wide receiver, a wide receiver. The Cowboys trade proposal flip. C.D. Lamb for two potential star wide receivers. That they wanted to have. They had two on the hook.
And who was that?
They had the Cowboys get Roman Dubis and Christian Watson, plus Jalen Reed and a 2025 second round pick. Packers get C.D. Lamb. So
what do you
C.D.
think about
Lamb
that?
is going to the Green Bay Packers.
Isn't that one of your boys?
That's one of my nephew's team. That's where Aaron Rodgers and but we don't play the Packers this year. The Cowboys do not play the Packers. So he going over there to the Green Bay Packers. And no wonder my nephew wouldn't be my special guest, because when we look around, there's several teams in the league, and I'm going to throw some shade out here. There's several teams in the NFL is going to be Cowboys.
Wow.
The Packers going to be a Cowboy, and the Commanders going to be Cowboys.
Okay, tell us why.
Because when you look at the Packers, they got C.D. Lamb from the Cowboys. Then when you look at Commanders, the head coach, the offensive coach from the Dallas Cowboys, now the head coach for the Commanders.
All that cowboy blood.
All that cowboy blood. And he was with the Cowboy for such a long time. And the left and right tackles are going to the Commanders also.
We want to say good morning to Bernard T. Hines. And over here, Mr. E, we have Televan, and Eunice.
Yeah.
Durham, how are you all doing? Make sure if you're there, say something in the chat. We just want to shout you out.
That's what we want to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so listen, the NBA, we've got to get to it. The NBA Finals, Mr. E.
Well, they still banging at it. It ain't over. But I believe, this is my prediction.
Don't make a prediction yet, Mr. E. Till we talk about the game on last week. First of all, but who's in the finals? Let's at least tell that.
Well,
what two teams made it to the final?
the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics.
Who?
The Boston Celtics.
All right.
Did not you say that the Celtics is going to be there?
I did.
Okay, so
I did. So, Mr. E.
Yeah.
Now that first game. Oh my God. Let's talk about the first game before we talk about last night's game. That first game when the jumped them and they just didn't show any mercy. The Boston Celtics.
Well, you got to remember that the Boston Celtics had a whole lot of rest time.
Oh my God!
So they was full of energy. They was full of energy when they came out and played against the Dallas Mavericks the first time. The first time they beat them by 18 points.
Oh,
and they
God.
Jumped on them real good. I mean, see, here's the thing that you got to understand about the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics has a bench.
Mm-hmm.
They have 11 men, 12 men that can come off that bench and play that ball. I mean, the first game they started 9, 10, 11, 12 in the background, the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the second string in there. But guess what? There's no such thing at the Boston Celtics as the first string and the second string. But when they put that second string in it, I looked out there and I thought I saw Larry Bird, Danny Ainge. I thought I saw Mahale. I thought I saw a whole bunch of the old Boston Celtics team. Only person I did not see was Bill Walton, and our hat goes off to him because he's no longer there. Mm-hmm. But I want folks to know that they beat those Dallas. Kyrie,
they beat the
Joker.
Not my boy Kyrie. Oh Lord.
They put it on and see what I like so much. Kyrie came out there with some Indians moccasin tennis shoes on.
I call him Mr. Basketball. He just got it going on. I mean, he really does. He just got that charisma and everything that goes along with being a champion in my book. But let's talk about last night game with the Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics.
Just in case, let's go back one game, the first game.
Okay.
The MVP player that they was looking at the first game, that was a fella by the name of Andrew, who played tremendous. And the other guy who I forgot his name, the sick guy who came off, and a Caucasian brother who came off with the bench. I mean, fired up everything.
Yes.
So now they looking at a fella last night, they looking at a fella by the name of Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't shoot them lights out, I mean, turn out the Boston Garden, and when they turned out the garden was out.
Ooh,
so now they get ready to take off and go to Dallas. Now they can go to Dallas. They can win twice in Dallas.
Wait a minute, let's start. You can't go nowhere till you talk about last night.
Well, let's look at last night's game. The Boston Celtics beat the Dallas Mavericks 105-98.
Now that was a good game.
That was a good game.
Mavericks, I'm going to give you your props. You came through. You stayed toe to toe. You didn't make it, but you stayed toe to toe with the Boston Celtics this time. I'm glad, because that first game you were looking crazy and you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You went home with your head down. But look, I can talk about the Mavericks, but I do have some favorites on that team, Mr. Issa. I can't talk about them too bad, even though I'm favoring the Celtics.
Okay.
I still feel like, hey, some of these guys, the Mavericks are definitely champions. So they went toe to toe.
They went toe to toe last night.
And the score was
105-98. In the first quarter, the score was 28-25.
Okay.
They had the Boston Celtics by 3 points. Then the Boston Celtics came up again in the second quarter, and they scored a little bit more. They began to get on top.
Yes.
And then in the third quarter, they went on top. And then the fourth quarter, Dallas Maverick went on top in scoring, because they didn't score for 24 points in the fourth quarter. But the score from the second and the third quarter, gave them boys one of the greatest leads that you ever want to see.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But that boy by the name of Holloway from the Boston Celtics, he scored 26 points. I mean, they got 11 rebounds. Last night, Miss Hinton, they got the flipping the ball behind their back,
Yes, they did.
passing it between their legs. And you know, and I mean, they just were just razzled and dazzled out there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the way the Joker play. That's the way Kyrie and them play, you know. And they was coming all in the bucket, but there was nobody home when you come in that bucket.
Yes.
Yeah, when you come in that bucket,
Absolutely.
underneath that bucket, you got to really come with something to put into the basket. And so the time would aspire on them. And, you know, the Joker, he scored about 32 points last night. And he had 32 points and about 10 rebounds. You know,
absolutely.
So you know, it was a good. It was a good ball game.
It was a great game.
The best of the best is out there.
Absolutely, the first 2 quarters, toe to toe. After that, they were going backwards and forwards. But by the time, let's see, like you said, that fourth quarter came, the Celtics went and they said, "Okay, let's just beat them up. Let's just go ahead and let's just get ahead of them, so they have no way of catching us."
They had a lot of celebs, past basketball players that used to play with the Boston Celtics. They had Shaq out there in the audience, along with Paul Pierce. You know, he was out there. He was one of them bad boys out there. So the thing about it, when I look at the Boston Celtics and I look at the Dallas, there is no fighting.
Well, let's look at the strengths. Let's look at the strengths of Boston. What are their strengths that you think?
When you look at Boston's strength, they got 5 men that started the game that's on fire. They got 5 men coming out of the starting 5 is on fire.
Wow.
On fire. They can do it. They can pass, they can shoot, they can run, they can jump, they can slam, they can you name it. The starting 5 for the Boston Celtics is on fire.
So, Mr. E, their weaknesses?
I hear a cricket.
You hear crickets?
You ain't gonna find. Well, their weaknesses, they can't. They started playing soft after they have a great big lead. But when they look like the Dallas Mavericks were trying to come up again, they put the foot back on the pedal, and they speeded it up again. And they got speed. They and they can shoot. The second 5 that come off the bench, they on fire. That I want our listening audience to know, Miss Hinton, that the Boston Celtics got a total package when they out there playing that ball.
I told you. Okay, let's talk about the Mavericks. Well, their strengths. They have some strengths. I mean, they went toe to toe for the first 2 quarters, so they're doing something. And they also have gotten to the finals. Now, tell us what's good about the Mavericks.
Well, the Mavericks got two good, strong players.
See, that's the problem for me. 2, that's the problem right there. 2, you were talking about 10.
That's right.
And now you talking about 2. Tell us.
2 good Kyrie and that John Brown.
But they
Joker.
Can't do it alone. They can't do it with just 2.
That's right.
But they must be good enough because they are in the finals, Mr. E. Now, their strengths. Tell us about their strengths.
They got shooters and razzle dazzle. Joker, he can stand back, what they call him. His name is Dominic, that can stand back and just fire from the 3-point range. He's good there from 3 points, and he can shoot the ball. Now, Kyrie is a razzle dazzle. He knows how to get under the bucket, get in the paint, and show out underneath the paint. He knows how to put the curves on the ball. He knows how to put the backspin on the ball, and he knows how to really shoot the ball.
What about Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum is the Boston Celtics. So Jason Tatum,
but I'm just saying, I heard his name.
He's a baller.
A lot. I hear Kyrie. These are guys that you hear a lot about. They must be some of the winners within their team. Along with who else? Who else?
He's a baller. Jason Tatum is a baller. I mean, I got to give it to him. I got to give it to the Boston Celtics. What a great squad they had.
Yeah, I wanted you to name some of those guys. You named two from the Dallas Mavericks. Tell us some of those five, those 10 that you were talking about.
Well, when you look at the players on the Boston Mavericks, here's their roster. That when you look at the players up there, you got a guy by the name of Bosick.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Jaylen Brown ain't no punk.
That's true.
Jaylen Brown is 27 years old and 6'6" and is on fire. You got J.D. Davison. You got Sam. He's a bench rider. Two of them are bench rider. Sam Horstler. You got Jaw Holloway. Jaw Holloway.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you the starting five.
Yes.
Jaylen Brown, Holloway, and then you got Al Hurtfoot, who's a starting five. Mm-hmm. And then you got that fellow by the name of Jalen Tatum. He's a starting five. And where that boy at? And that boy by the name of I think is Luke. Derek White is a bad boy. Absolutely. Too. Derek White is a bad. He's a bad boy when it comes to that starting five. Mm-hmm. So you looking at Derek White, who's a point guard. You looking at Tatum, who's a forward. Mm-hmm. And you looking at Richard Patterson, or you looking at Chris Tapp, who's a center. You're looking at Holiday, which is a point guard, and you're looking at Jaylen Brown, which is a guard also.
All right, let's hear some more of the Mavericks. Five. All right, I know it's more than two on the Mavericks now. Give us more than two.
When you look at the Mavericks, Miss Hinton, I'm not trying to take anything away from the Dallas Mavericks. I'm not
because they're in the finals.
They're in there. They made it. They made it to the finals. They made it to in the game. But the players, Miss Hinton, when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks and the players, their roster, they got Greg Brown. He did wonderful. Mm-hmm. He's a forward. They got Luke, and he's a point. They got him as a point guard, a 6'7" as a point guard. He's a big point guard. Mm-hmm. Then they got Essam, who's a guard. Then they got Alice Fudge as a forward. Then they got Tim Holloway Jr. He came and he's a forward. Then they got Jaden Hardy, who's a guard. And then they got Kyrie, who's a point guard.
Mr. Basketball.
Mr. Basketball himself. When you take it, they got about, but them are the ones that I seen.
But Mr. E, what are their weaknesses? We talked about
this. They don't have a bench. They don't have a bench. Nobody can come off the bench. And the only one player that I see that can come off the bench is that fella by the name of Greg Brown.
Well, it looked like Kyrie needed some help out there a few times.
All of them need some help.
All them, double blanket them. It's like, whoa, what is going on? Where's the other team with the defense? Where's everybody at?
And Boston is playing offense and defense. Mm-hmm. They got a total package out there. I'm looking for them to do what they do.
All right, what's next for them?
Well, they go to Dallas. They go to Dallas, and they play Dallas.
Absolutely.
When they go to Dallas, they play Dallas in Dallas, and when they play Dallas in Dallas, it's gonna be a sad day.
Well, the thing about it, Mr. E, you can't say that yet because the Mavericks, they have a chance. Even though they didn't win this game, they came close, and so I'm just saying they may begin to play harder and harder and harder. You don't know yet. Now, I'm not saying I favor them, but I'm just saying we've got to see it's still time for them to get in the race.
Miss Hinton, when you say that, I
it's still time.
I really
it's 2-0.
I really get nervous.
I don't think they're gonna go out like that.
And the reason why I get nervous because the first game that Boston beat them by 18 points.
Absolutely.
The second game, Boston beat them by about 10 points.
That means they're coming up.
And the third game, they,
You don't know that yet.
I'm telling you that
You don't know that yet.
it's going to be 4 games. It's going to be over.
All right, and we're still following the WNBA. You have Mystics and Liberty playing on yesterday, Miss Lee. Is that right?
That's right.
And
That's right.
you've got, we're going to keep up with that. We are going to report on some of the games that are going to be coming up. And wow, those games are very interesting as well. But look, we gotta go. Look, I want to say hello to our sponsor, Beard Guards. We have a giveaway. We'll tell you more about that on Wednesday. Look, be blessed. Don't forget to register. Come on over here for a few minutes. We tell you how to win FYI for Father's Day giveaway. Be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to Sports Talk on FYI with your host, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WMBA 88.9, WPCE 1400 AM, and Duck Peace 95.3. And for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Don't forget to have a wonderful day now, and the children are out of school, okay? Until Wednesday, bye-bye.
All right. Sports talk. I'm telling you, the games are exciting, very exciting. We're in the finals. Who would have thought, honey? All those games. Those boys play a lot of games, Mr. E.
That's right.
It ain't 1, 2, and 3. They play 50 games and more. It is absolutely fabulous. And we're enjoying the Boston Celtics, the Dallas Mavericks. We're going to continue to report on them. Mr. E is already, I think he's already set. But we're going to wait and see. Right now, you never know. It's 2-0 in the finals at this point, and we're just going to keep it locked, and we're going to continue to report those scores and those teams. The next game is when, Mr. E?
The next game will be Monday, June the 10th.
Yes.
That's going to be the next
today.
game. That's right, and they're on their way to Dallas.
Ooh, but you know what? They have to be in shape. You playing back to back to back like that.
And they play a total 100 and some odd games doing
That's
this.
amazing.
And you've got to be in great shape when you're playing that b-ball.
Absolutely. We'll also continue the WNBA. A lot going on there. They're playing some great ball as well. We'll keep you in the loop, especially when we finish up the NBA, when we're in transition to the NFL. We're going to definitely be able to focus more on the WNBA and let you know about the ladies that are playing hard. I mean, they playing. I saw Angel Reese playing, and baby, those ladies are out there. They're ferocious. I'm like, boy, y'all. I know y'all playing basketball, but y'all playing a little bit more than basketball.
And that parquet floor don't give away neither. And they hitting. I know for a fact that when they go home at night, they got more bruises, more bangs, more cuts, more scratches on them when they go home at night.
And your girl Angel got a lot of mouth, boy. I tell you, she came there. She said she's gonna be a Billy Bad Butt, and I'm telling you, she does not hold back the tongue.
And Angel is from LSU, and she said, put a ring on it. Put a ring on
She's
it.
A
and she know that she is all that and a bag of chips, because she said, listen, I'm bringing something to the table.
Absolutely.
I'm bringing some sports. I'm bringing some people. Nobody, and told the old head, said, listen, nobody heard about the WNBA until I got here.
And I'm telling you, they did bring the boys to the yard. They have brought people, and the ticket prices are skyrocketing. You have to give them their props. A lot of folk are paying attention now because of these new rookies and these new draft picks into the WNBA. It's just the truth.
And I don't think that the old heads liking that.
Well, too bad.
I don't think that the old heads has already been there. I think that they got comfortable,
That's
just playing basketball.
That's how it is.
But now they playing in full arenas.
But they want to bust up, folks. I mean, they just really aggressive. But I'm going to keep watching Mr. E, because I hope they just get into the skill of the game and not just like you said, just the beef or just oh we just feeling like
Welcome to the club. Let me
we
jump you
gotta
in.
jump you in
Yeah.
type thing. But we're gonna still look at the games and report to you all about these young ladies that are fire, honey.
They on fire. I got to give it to them. They on fire. They're burning hot. You touch them, they're sizzling.
Absolutely. So, Mr. E, did you give your prediction? Do you feel comfortable giving predictions? I don't, not at this
I
time.
feel comfortable.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's my prediction: the Boston Celtics going to take it in 4.
Oh, well, I tell you what, they coming through already. That's
If they
the
don't
2-0.
if they don't take it in 4, it's been set up.
Ooh,
I'm
we
gonna
ain't
tell
going
you.
there.
I'm
We
gonna
ain't going
tell
there
you.
with that
If they don't take it in 4,
conspiracy theory.
that's
No,
right.
no,
You cannot see when I look
because
at
it's any man's game sometimes.
right, it's in a man game. But when you got 12 folks on the basketball court that can fire the knot up anytime, and then you turn around, no,
I love the
Jose.
Celtics. They're my team, but hey, they can lose too sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
We will see. I'm gonna see.
That's my
I'm gonna
prediction.
just gonna observe. That's good. Yeah, that's fantastic. But to me, we're gonna wait and see, and then I can go ahead and do some predictions. I just want to see. I just want to give the Mavericks a chance to redeem themselves. At least one game. But anyway, don't forget. Listen, y'all.
But then again, it could happen. They can win this game
They could,
and to lose in Dallas,
could,
then take it
could be
right
not.
back to the Garden.
Well, this is the thing. This is what I'm trying to get you and everybody to understand. The Mavericks didn't get there by luck. They are players and they're skillful and they're good. They're in the finals.
Yes,
and
you're
so
right.
when
You're
you
right.
are toe to toe with a team, both of you all are in the finals, I'm going to give room for you because there's a just in case. You just don't know.
Well,
and so we will see. Of course, the Celtics are on point. What's that? Oh,
George.
they're poor. I thought it was low. I thought we had to run and duck or something. But anyway, yes. So we will see Mr. E. We have high hopes. We're going to look and check out that game and everything. Look, don't forget you all, our sponsors, Big Gods and FYI Radio Show. We got giveaways for Father's Day.
That's right. That's right. You too can win this great big giveaway for Father's Day. All you have to do is register. That's
just
all you have
and
to
Mr.
do.
E, maybe don't use that word register because people think it's a whole lot of hard stuff. Just put your name in the
put
chat.
Your name. That's
Come
all
on
you
now.
got to do. Put your name in the chat and listen. That's all you got to do. Write your name. Type your name. Simple. My name is John Doe. Put it in there, Mr. John Doe. And guess what? When it's come time and to get it and your information where we can contact you so that we can tell you that you won.
Yes, please. Let's not make it hard.
Or you can email us. You can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. That's a simple thing to do.
Yes.
If you don't want nobody to know your information, just email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. And guess what? You too, all your information will be kept secret. You have already put your name in the box to win Beard Gods and the Father's Day giveaway that we have for all fathers.
Great. We're gonna put a video up to let you all see what's in that beautiful package. And by Beard Gods, the owner is Chris Hinton. And you all check out our pages and you'll see the great gift that's there. We will be giving away a few gift cards, so don't forget when you come on. We're gonna on Wednesday. You get a chance to win some gift cards, courtesy of FYI Radio
That's
Show.
Right. That's right.
Yes. Also, FYI After Dark. We shall see you. We will have either a replay or you may see us.
That's
it
right.
all depends. But anyway, just keep a watch for some of our replays and things like that. We're still pushing it, FYI After Dark. And we're so glad that you all have been tuning in because our numbers look good for that show as well, even with the replays.
Yeah.
And we just want to thank you so much. Don't forget, Make It All Right, Yolanda Hinton's newest single, Make It All Right. Thank you all those that are supporting that single. Bless you. Bless you. And don't forget our other sponsor, Bulvic Academy, BULVIC, bulvicacademy.com. Go look at the information that's up there on the blogs. Make sure you get the books. Bullying is right underneath your nose, The Diary of a Former Bully, and the game app, the game Bulvic, BULVIC. You can get it there. That link will take you to Google Play, or you can go directly to Google Play for your Androids, or you can go to apple.com for your iPhone and iPad. Also, you could be a special guest sponsor, intern with FYI Radio Show. Mr. E's going to tell you how you're going to do it.
If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor, or intern of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, or you'd like to be in our audience, all you got to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Again, if you like to be a special guest sponsor, intern, or you like to be a part of our audience, you can give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com, or you can inbox us at FYI Radio Show, or Edward Everett's Facebook page, or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and let us know whether or not you have something that you want us to put on the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's how you do it.
Well, you all are a blessing. Thank you so much for your support. We're going to see you on Wednesday.
That's right.
Don't forget.
Issues concerning men.
Issues concerning men. So look, be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.
Just before we let them go, Miss Hinton, I began to tell the folks yesterday at church that, listen, make sure you appreciate that man.
Mm-hmm. That's a good word.
Do something greater, appreciate, show him how much that you really appreciate. He may not be your daddy, or he may not be your baby's daddy, but he had some hand in nurturing and help raising that child. So show him how much you appreciate him, and show him that, he is somebody special in you. Even if he bought a bottle of Enfamil, or if he bought a dozen of eggs, he played an important role.
Well, your fathers, children, appreciate your fathers, or your father figure, or someone that has raised you as a father. Appreciate them.
That's right.
Appreciate them, and they will feel appreciated and respected and loved.
That's right. So and that's how you do it.
Look, we're going to see you all later. Be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
2 up, 2 down, be at.